You are listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson.
Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast, and today is September 7th, 2023. Thanks for hanging with me, and if you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to youtube.com/Hello Cupcake, It's Me to check out the YouTube channel. Go give it some love by liking, and subscribing, and leave a comment over there. And then head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love. And yeah, so let's get into episode 82. Can you believe it's been 82 episodes already? Like, wow. Just wow. Man, if you haven't been following along on the YouTube channel, I got bit by a dog this last Friday, and at first I thought the dog was just playing around. It's a neighbor's dog, and I've known this dog for several months now, and usually whenever it gets out, I walk it back home or whatever. Well, this last Friday, apparently I mistook its playfulness for actual aggression, and it bit the shit out of my legs, and I didn't realize that it was biting me until I happened to look down and saw that my legs were bleeding. So the dog is like one of those French bulldogs or American bulldogs, whatever hell kind of breed you want to call it, but you know, it's that size of a bulldog. And I thought it was jumping up on my leg, and its toenails were hitting the back of my leg. So I wasn't thinking anything about it. And, you know, those little dogs don't have a very big mouth. So I wasn't expecting it to be biting me. But at one point, I looked down, and my legs were covered in blood. And when I told it no, it bit me. And then that's what I realized. Oh, shit, this little fucker's biting the hell out of me. So, yeah, anyways, it's been a few days now, and my legs are looking a lot better. They've stopped hurting. Yesterday I went to the YMCA, and I went swimming. The doctor said I shouldn't do it until Friday, this coming Friday, but I couldn't wait around any longer. Like, I missed the water, and so the second I jumped into the water, my legs started burning like they were on fire. And pretty much continued that way until I got out of the pool. But looking at them today, like, they are so much better. And they had me on this really high dose of amoxicillin, like 857 units. And I'm supposed to take that for 10 days, but I think I'm going to stop because I woke up this morning and my kidneys are fucking killing me. And that's the only thing I could think of that it is the fact that I've been taking that high of a dose of antibiotics, and that I've also been taking pain pills on top of that. So, for the next few days, I'm just going to hydrate, and I'm going to try to go grab some cranberry juice later on this afternoon. But damn, my legs and my kidneys, they're just ouchy. And, you know, I don't know if it's the kidneys that are so much ouchy as the chiropractor, because I went to the chiropractor yesterday, and he used the activator on multiple positions on my body. And so it's either the fact that I'm dehydrated and need like cranberry juice or something, or it's the chiropractor. So just to err on the side of caution, I'm going to go ahead and take some cranberry juice and just see how that works out for me. Also today, I had to go to the food bank, and I ran into so many people that I know, and one person I didn't even realize who was living at this encampment. There's a homeless encampment where this food bank parks, and I didn't know that they were there. I thought that they had a little apartment or whatever, and that they were doing really well for themselves, but apparently they're living there, and it breaks my heart to know that one person's living there, but their significant other, I have no feelings for, and, I'm a little callous and could give a fuck less what happens to that person, but it does break my heart knowing that the other person is staying there, and I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry about all of that. So, anywho, it is what it is, and rent is so goddamn expensive around here that you can't really afford anything, so, I mean, at least they're not out in the direct elements, and they have a little place that is pseudo-safe, I should say, but there's something that's got to give. America as a country cannot continue to function the way that it is and not give a fuck about its people, but send hundreds of billions of dollars in foreign aid to every other country. Yet we're supposed to be this massive superpower and this land of the free and all that other stuff, but we don't take care of our own citizens. So, yeah. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are like, fuck you, you bleeding heart Democrat or whatever else. And it's not about Democrat. It's not about Republican. It's not me versus you, us versus them. It's none of that. It's just human compassion and decency. But whatever. I don't like getting political, so that's as much as I'm going to say on that subject. So, yeah, outside of getting chewed on by my neighbor's dog and all that other fun stuff, I've been watching a lot of anime, and I'm watching a show right now on Amazon called Banana Fish. And when I'm not watching anime, I'm watching Netflix, and I'm still working my way through Shameless. And I got 30 other shows that are now on Netflix that I want to watch. And making my way through my adventures with Superman. And that's an American anime Superman story, which is kind of interesting and a unique spin on the Superman story. And yeah. Also, I've been doing a lot of arts and crafts lately, so that's been occupying a lot of my time and my energy, and has really scratched that itch that I have needed to get scratched for a while. And my ADHD, or whatever you want to call it, has zeroed in on these crafts. And there is a Halloween event going on that I'm going to be part of, and I'm going to try to sell some of my crafts at that thing, so then that way I can have money for the holidays and pay off some of my bills and get some more work on my car done. So hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed, I make at least $300. Then, I could put $75 into my car and then use the rest for the holidays, especially since Black Friday is coming up, and that's my favorite that's my favorite shopping time. I love going to Black Friday sales. I'm one of those weirdos that will get right in the thick of it elbow to elbow with everyone else in the crowd just for a 50-cent Barbie doll. Like, I'm that person. And because I'm like rather large and somewhat intimidating, people usually step aside, so I don't have like a lot of people throwing shade at me or whatever else. And it's just like, come at me, bro. And then whatever I can't pick up in store, then I will do like Amazon Prime Day or like Cyber Monday or whatever else. But I'm an impulse buyer when it comes to purchasing gifts for friends and family. Like, I'll be walking up and down the aisles like, oh, so-and-so's gonna like this. Oh, so-and-so's gonna love this. Oh, my mom's gonna really like this. My sister's gonna like that. So, and plus I also like the tactile feel of the product in my hands. Like, if I'm going to get them something that looks high-end, but it feels like Wish.com, chances are I'm not going to buy it. So, eventually there's going to have to come a time, though, where I stop providing presents for everyone. But it's a thing with me that everyone should have at least a little something to open up. Doesn't matter if it's a quarter or if it's $5 million. Like, somebody, if you are present for a holiday get together, you should have a little something to open up. And the way that I operate is I get one thing that they want, one thing that they need, and one thing that's handmade. And it has to be handmade by a local artisan. So, like, then that way, I'm distributing the quote-unquote wealth to mom and pop shops or those artisans that don't have an overhead and are just trying to feed their family and whatever else. Now, if you are a local mom and pop shop that has a brick and mortar, chances are I'm not going to purchase from you. Even though you have a brick and mortar or whatever else and you are technically a mom and pop shop, I'm like trying to buy from the Etsy seller, the farm stand seller, like those type of people. And I know that the brick and mortar mom and pop shops need the support also, but that's, for me, I just don't shop there unless I absolutely have to. So I do, like I said, local artisans who don't have the brick and mortar, who are just doing it out of their spare bedroom or their kitchen table or whatever else. So, like, I have a friend who makes candles, so one of the gifts may be candles. I have another friend who does crocheting, and I might buy a couple of beanies from that friend. Just, it really depends on the person and the product and what I want for that person. So, and a lot of times I just make stuff myself because I'm really handy and I'm creative and I know how to knit. I use a knitting loom, but it's still knitting. So I can make a scarf, I can make beanies, and like that's all fine and dandy for the people who live in colder climates that I give to. But for the people that like still live in Southern California in the desert, they're not going to wear a beanie and scarf. I have a friend that lives in Las Vegas. They're not going to wear a beanie and a scarf. And plus, unless it has like Louis Vuitton or some other kind of brand name thing stapled to it, they're not going to wear it, even if it is handmade. So, and plus, it takes a lot of time for me to make a hat or a scarf, and I just don't have the patience to sit down and knit. That's why I've like kind of given up on knitting for a while. I still can do it. I can still make things. I'm still coming across pieces I made years ago. And, but yeah, it's one of those crafts that I picked up for a little while. I bought all the accoutrements for it. I did it for probably a year, and then I haven't touched it again. Same thing with my jewelry making. I was going hard and heavy for about 2 years with my jewelry making, and I spent probably a good $5,000 in buying all the equipment and all of the findings and all of the whatevers. And actually, it probably wasn't even that much. It was probably closer to $1,000 now that I think about it, because I was buying a lot of my findings from places like eBay and Temu and stuff like that, and then assembling it. And so you can't even do that shit anymore. Like the other day I wanted to make a necklace, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to hop on to my local haunts, or the places that I used to buy from or whatever, and I'm just going to grab the stuff to do it now. And shit that I used to pay like $1 or $2 for was like $6-7 now. I was like, absolutely not. You know, I'm not paying $7 for something that I used to pay $1.50 for. Like, no. And like, that was just, nope, I don't need this necklace. I'll find something similar to it on eBay already made, and I'll buy it. And that's exactly what I did. I found something almost identical to what I was getting ready to make for $1.50 with free shipping. So I was like, there we go. So I'm frugal with the way that I spend my money. I know that, and you have to be, like, especially living on a fixed income like what I do, and having to pay bills and just take care of incidentals and all that other stuff. Like, you know, you gotta be extremely discerning with how and where you spend your money. But anyways, enough about my crafting and all that other fun stuff. So what do you guys do for the holidays? I would love to hear some of your tips, some of your tricks, some of your ideas, and so on and so forth. So shoot me a message, hello Cupcake, it's me, @gmail.com, or put it in the notes down below, or whatever else. But yeah, what's something that you do to make your dollar stretch, not only during the holidays, but just from month to month, day to day? You know, what are some of your money saving tips, tricks, and hacks? I would really like to know. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. So if you've listened this far, thank you so very much. Also, if you have any anime recommendations, please let me know. You know, send me an email or put it in the notes below or whatever. If there's a topic you would like for me to cover and talk about, let me know. And you can also use the voice message feature to like give me like some prompts or whatever. But yeah, let's try to make this a little interactive here. So anyways, I'm gonna let you go, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You have been listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson. Please make sure to check back often, as new episodes are released bi-weekly. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to send a message to hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. And until next time, stay happy, safe, and keep doing the best you can with what you have been given.